The Simpsons, the movie. I know it's joke through. But yeah. So yeah, this exists, and I think I reviewed it after I started doing. Watched it after I started doing that. I think I've mentioned before that I did, at a certain point, watch The Simpsons, and then I stopped. I can give you two reasons. I kind of didn't really like it, and I kind of watched other stuff. You could also say the reason why I didn't like it is because a lot of people at the time kind of was like, with The Simpsons. So I kind of just dropped out and then just watched other stuff because it wasn't really interesting. Plus, when I was younger, watching TV was a thing. Because a lot of you know now, even before this, I kind of watched a lot of Netflix, which is usually from my mum's account, because we're in the same household, and my Crunchyroll, which means when I was watching TV was basically data, because I didn't really feel the need to watch it. Oop, just had a lot of like 10% best like we're not going to cut it there. That's not going to be in the cut, but yeah, didn't really start watching it. So I did watch this, but I didn't really review it. So let's do that. I like this. I find this fun. I find this cool, and I think it's really insane. I think the story is fun, and what it is really insane. But I do love it. The one thing which I think this does a lot of, because one of the things that I've said, and I kind of look at this, is sort of, well, The Simpsons in general, which is Homer and Marge's relationship is not really a good one. But shows like, and they remain a couple. And as a person who legitimately is from a family who is divorced, let me make it be clear, sometimes that's better. Because I didn't really notice, but once they were no longer together, yeah, but there is still friction, but it's not like, and I know there are some bad stories of like a parent gets divorced and then families are split, and I have fully admitted to other people in my life that I don't want to get married because the divorce was terrible, and that's connected to everything. There's more to it, but yeah, that's one of the reasons, which is not great because marriage is a good thing, but I don't get like people being like, oh, divorce is terrible, it's the end of everything. It's like sometimes you were a good match when you were a thing, and people develop and change, so you're no longer a match. And the Simpsons movie just does not seem like points, like the things that they sort of taped of the wedding, and they do come back together, and Homer does, because the thing is Marge wants to help, Homer doesn't, and Homer does go back and do the whole thing, which is a callback earlier with him doing like, and failing the little thing where you do like the running the circle and the thing, and then Homer just does the same thing with the dome, and it's really insane because of that. And it is a bit like a movie where they just start at one point and just move on to something completely. I do think it's fun, but yeah, it is a fun, insane movie. I got really dark with the divorce talk, Jesus. But yeah, besides that going dark and kind of what would be considered missing but point, this is cool. It's definitely creative, it's definitely insane, and I would say this is really good, and yeah, it does have moments where it says something up from an earlier thing, which I do 100% think this is something worth watching. But yeah, this is cool. I have a Patreon if you want to involve chat. I might use the comments, I might use some of the TikToks. If you have any things, and knowing what movies is up next, you would be able to like comment on some videos being like, I like this or that. So yeah, it might be a while until I do the live action one, but tomorrow I'm going to do the animated one, because a lot of people told me that the live action one isn't as good because compared to the original, and I was like, you know what, I haven't in a while, I might start watching the original. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good night.